Good morning, everyone. It is April 25th, 2024. I hope you guys are doing well. And yesterday, I don't know if that loaded actually. Can you guys hear me okay? 5 by 5. Yesterday, there was an internet connection issue. So I wasn't able to go live at all. Everything was just spinning. But hey, we're out of retrograde. So that's good. I'm not even a believer in retrograde of the negative effects, but technology, I guess it was screwing with me yesterday. But it's good to be back. And later this afternoon, I will be back on at 4 o'clock with AC Layton. So stay tuned for that. It's a spotlight show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go over a lot of things this morning because I've been researching quite a bit. So first, we're going to start off looking at, let's go to, there's so much. Okay, Tucker Carlson first. I'm going to share screen. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. I'm not going to read that out loud because it is a trigger word for YouTube. But his videos, we have to take acknowledgement of this, that a lot of the videos that are coming out right now, especially from Tucker and on Trump's YouTube, there's a lot of things that are not coming down. So surprisingly, even the interview with Tucker and Joe Rogan, there were so many disclosures that I'm really happy to see that it's not being taken down or flagged or anything. So here's another one, though. If you could read that title there, exposing the human traffic ING operations disguised as refugee charities. So I really encourage you guys to check this video out. He's definitely dropping a lot of content lately. Lots of good stuff. So if you are not subscribed yet, you should. So make sure it's the real Tucker Carlson. It's got the check mark there. But yep, you follow him, and really, I really encourage you guys to watch this video. So I'm going to play just a little snippet of it at the very beginning. I believe he highlights California and Texas. We're going to be taking a look into that. This is also not only a Trump channel, but we're going to look into states today too, Homelands. So I kind of combined both shows into one this morning. So later on, you guys can request and we'll do Q&A for your homelands, your state, your city, whatever's going on. But it looks like he's highlighting California and Texas. So I'm going to just play a little bit. Here we go.
That more people are coming across the U.S. border from foreign countries illegally than any time in American history, and that the American population is changing faster than any time in the last 250 years. And that's not just true for the border states, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Texas. It's true for at least 48 of the 50 states, the contiguous states. I mean, small towns in Wisconsin and Iowa look completely different from what they looked like 2 years ago. So this is changing the country in a way that can't be undone. There's no bigger thing that's ever happened in American history than what's happening right now. And the question is, how is it happening? Why is it happening? And who's allowing it to happen? And so to answer those questions to some extent, we had a pretty remarkable conversation about a month and a half ago with Brett Weinstein, who's, of course, a scientist and an academic, now hosts a fairly famous podcast called Dark Horse with his wife. And he went to the Darien Gap, which is literally the gap in the Pan American Highway from South America to the United States in Panama. It's one of the roughest places in the world, famously. And he went there with a man called Michael Yon, who is probably the most experienced war correspondent in the United States. Here's what he said about Michael Yon.
Well, I wound up there because Michael Yon had been sending me materials, thinking that I would be interested in what was taking place in Panama. And of course, I was utterly fascinated by what I was seeing. Now, some of your viewers may not know Michael. Michael is a former Green Beret who has refashioned himself. Well, the last time I was on your program, I talked about Goliath.
Yes.
And if there's a Goliath, there's a David. And I would argue that Michael Yon is like David's eyes. He's been.
All right, guys. So go check it out. Go on Tucker Carlson's YouTube channel. Watch the full video. They really do get into it in some of the words that they were going to say. I just don't want to take a risk on my channel. I feel more comfortable, though, that you can share a lot of stuff here because they're not taking any of his down. So as we know, The good guys are in control. I believe they are. So I believe this is still all a big show. And yeah, Tucker is at the front. You know, he's revealing things, as well as many others, such as Benny Johnson over there on Instagram. I'm going to share screen with his too. Also, we're going to listen to President Donald J. Trump as well. That'll be coming up shortly. But let me pull up something real quick. Let's see if I have it pulled up here. Yep. Here we go. So here's an interesting video too, different topic, but we will look into the states as well. But this is a different topic, but it's interesting. So if you didn't hear it, I think you guys are going to just, wow, it's just crazy. So this is a very important message coming through. So this is on Benny Johnson's Instagram. Here we go.
Time in our nation's history, a 30-year-old man or woman isn't doing as well as his or her parents were at 30. That is the social compact breaking down. People aged 30 to 34, 60% of them in 1990 had one child. Now it's 27%. People are opting out of America. They're not optimistic about it. They're not having kids. Young people aren't having sex. They're not meeting. They're not mating. The pool of emotionally and economically viable men shrinks every day, which lessens household formation. So we have a real issue. Young people are enraged. So it turns every cut, every movement into an opportunistic infection because, quite frankly, they are just pissed off. They look up, they see wealth, exceptional wealth across my generation and people in certain industries, and they are really struggling. Their purchasing power is going down, and the incumbents create artificial scarcity on campus. We take pride in rejecting 90% of our applicants. So the incumbents who already have a degree see their degree go up in value. We get very concerned with housing and traffic once we own the housing. Housing permits are sequestered from young people. Housing prices have gone from $290 to $420 in the last 4 years. So a young person, a house, stocks that I don't own skyrocket in value. Let's have COVID relief and flush the markets and take assets way up, because if 1 million people dying would be bad, would be tragic if I got less wealthy. And we're doing it on their credit card. Young people have every reason to be enraged, and every issue they see, they look up, they get angry, and they see someone doing better than them. And then every day it is speedballed in their face that they are failing, that they are not doing as well as everyone around them. We have lost the script. Our kids are more anxious, they're more depressed, they're more obese, they're more addicted. And we have made a purposeful decision to let this happen by ensuring that people around this table stay wealthy at the cost of young people. So
Yeah, for sure. Wow. So that kind of sums it up. But, you know, I'm really glad that that's out there and it's being circulated. So it's also going to be circulated on this video. For those that are in the younger generation or just people that still need to wake up, like, this is good that it's being thrown around out there. It's all true. It's all true. And it's more evidence that we need Mr. President Donald J. Trump to return. So he needs to come back ASAP. I'm going to play something that he also posted. So all the Trumpers out there, we're all going to love this. But we're going to also listen to him. He released something too. And then we'll get into it. Then we'll pull some cards and look at the states and everything, and also the borders, all of it. Let's see where I could find this. Here we go. Go to Trump's. And if you're not following, you need to. Real Donald Trump with the blue check mark on Instagram. So make sure you're following him for sure. Let's listen to this one.
Well, I think the gag order is totally unconstitutional. Can't even allow articles to be put in. As an example, these are articles that were over the last day and a half. They're very good articles. They say the case is a sham and it shouldn't even be tried. It shouldn't have been submitted. And I don't even know if you're allowed to put them in. We have a gag order, which to me is totally unconstitutional. I'm not allowed to talk, but people are allowed to talk about me. So they can talk about me, they can say whatever they want, they can lie, but I'm not allowed to say anything. I just have to sit back and look at why a conflicted judge has ordered me to have a gag order. I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like this. I'd love to talk to you people. I'd love to say everything that's on my mind, but I'm restricted because I have a gag order. And I'm not sure that anybody's ever seen anything like this before. And even having to do with articles, somebody writes an article. If I read every one of these articles incomplete, I read some of it and I'll look at headlines, all good headlines, that the case is a sham. but I can't read the whole thing. I'd be reading, this is like reading a novel. So I put an article in, and then somebody's name is mentioned somewhere deep in the article, and I end up in violation of a gag order. I think it's a disgrace. It's totally unconstitutional. I don't believe it's never, not to this extent, ever happened before. I'm not allowed to defend myself, and yet other people are allowed to say whatever they want about me. Very, very unfair. Having to do with the schools and the closings, that's Biden's fault. And by the way, this trial is all Biden. You know, this is all Biden, just in case anybody has any question. And they're keeping me in a courtroom that's freezing, by the way, in a courtroom all day long. Well, he's out campaigning. That's probably an advantage because he can't campaign. Nobody knows what he's doing. He can't put two sentences together. But he's out campaigning. He's out campaigning, and I'm here in a courtroom, sitting here, sitting up as straight as I can all day long, because you know what? It's a very unfair situation. So we're locked up in a courtroom, and this guy's out there campaigning. If you call it a campaign, every time he opens his mouth, he gets himself into trouble. So that's the story. I have an unconstitutional gag order by a highly conflicted judge that should recuse himself. Very simple. On the schools, should have never happened. What's going on in this country now should have never happened. But of course, the Ukraine war would have never happened. The Israeli attack would have never happened. Inflation would have never happened. We have the worst president in the history of our country, and he's the one that has us in all these different lawsuits. Thank you very much.
All right. So yeah, it's always good to watch him and listen to him for sure. But we have to remember he's got so much on them. So many things that will still come out. So they're trying to make it look as bad as possible, the whole system, how they're treating him and everything. So everything's coming about. It's all being disclosed. It's all unfolding. But they really are making it, they're dragging it out, yes, but it's more dramatic than that. So the way they're treating Trump, the way that it sucks. But it looks like it sucks, but it doesn't. It's all a play. It's all in the playbook. So we have to remember that and stay patient. But it is exposing the whole system and exposing how they're trying to keep him back from being, I have to be careful with the words, but to come back. They're trying to hold him out. But not gonna happen. And remember, he's got a ton of files, secret files on like the whole JFK thing as well, too. And what were his exact words? I can't remember the exact words, but I do remember there's so much. I think he was trying to say there's so much information you don't even want to know, like because it's that bad about the government, about the CI, you know what? I have to be careful. The 3-letter agencies. So he's got so much goods on them. So just remember that. And it's all coming together. It's their own playbook. They have it all arranged the way they want to do it. We're very impatient. We want things to unroll now. Why aren't they arresting so-and-so and everything, right? So we're a little bit impatient, but we have to remember that they're the masterminds behind this. So not only is Trump, but other people too that he's working with. So there you go, guys. So hold on, because it's coming. There's so much that's unfolding right now, and it's great to see. I mean, look how far we've come. Now we've got Tucker out there too with the video about the human traffic ing. Like, that's big for people that are not awake. That's gonna shake them up, because all they've heard are supposed conspiracy theories, which Tucker also, he touches on that too. Conspiracy theories are actually real. So even the JFK stuff, I really feel that, yes, he is still around. So interesting. But hey, let's look into, see what else I have over here. I pulled up a lot of stuff. Let's look at I believe you had a post earlier too. So Truth Social, I don't know, you guys need to join Truth Social if you haven't already. Here it is. It's a post on immunity, so I'll read it. It was only about like 30 minutes ago when I was getting ready. So, from the president, Donald Trump, if a president does not have immunity, the opposing party during his or her term in office can extort and blackmail the president by saying that if you don't give us everything we want, we will indict you for things you did while in office, even if everything done was totally legal and appropriate. That would be the end of presidency in our country as we know it, and is just one of the many traps there would be for a president without presidential immunity. Obama, Bush, and crooked Joe Biden would all be in big trouble. If a president doesn't have immunity, he or she will be nothing more than a ceremonial president, rarely having the courage to do what has to be done for our country. This is not what the founders had in mind. Protect presidential immunity. Make America great again. There you go. So that's one of his latest posts. He's always posting, or whoever's writing it for him. But yeah, there you go. Awesome. So follow True Social, follow Tucker Carlson on YouTube. You don't want to miss anything. I mean, it's just nonstop. I keep finding stuff. There's so much more I could have pulled up too. And I do want to decode the whole interview with Joe Rogan and Tucker because there's just so much. We will do that. That'll be another episode. And I also want to address something. I'm going to have Mel Carmine returning on Friday's show. So let me pull that up. Let's see where I put it. Everything's a little messy here back here. All right. So this Friday, he's coming on at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We are going to look at Trump as well. We're going to do this together because there has been an interview and statements made by our president. So this is something that he has basically voiced about the central bank digital currency as being very dangerous after vowing to prohibit Fed's digital dollar. And he did go on to say that he is a huge fan of the dollar, you know? So I do believe, yes, like make America great again. He wants to make all of that great again too, to what it once was. So we will look into this. We will be pulling cards as well as getting the opinion of Mel because he's very intelligent when it comes to financials. So we'll look into it, but very interesting, right? So let's get into it this morning, and I do want to share screen before we do questions and Q&A this afternoon. Don't want to miss it, but I have AC Layton coming on the show. So he's going to tell us about his story, about his oracle cards as well, and how he changed his life doing what he loves, doing his passion. So being a sovereign being, which we all have the right to be sovereign and to do what we love. And it's awesome. And I want to do a shout out to Lisa Victoria, because Lisa Victoria, where are you? Here she is. And okay, so and Connie Phillips as well. So Connie Phillips and Lisa Victoria, shout out to both of you because Lisa has helped Connie's little beautiful angel, pet angel, and did a fabulous job healing. So animal healings, you want to check out Lisa Victoria. So it's Animal Alchemist on Instagram. Feel free to put your link in the chat, Lisa, Connie, whoever wants to do it. But amazing. And Lisa has actually helped Allie. So check out my Instagram. There's a cool video of Allie this morning. I was actually coming out of the shower and stuff. And I'm like, what is she doing? She was dancing all by herself. So I'm like, whoa, hold on. Let me turn on the camera. So I recorded her as well. And just, it's amazing. The anxiety has no longer been with her. She's not full of anxiety or barking or stressed at all. So thank you so much, Lisa Victoria. And Lisa Victoria was on the first Spotlight show. So if you missed it, I encourage you guys to go and watch. But anyways, let's get started here. We're going to take some questions. I do want to start with the whole Texas, California thing. Let's pull that one up. I do have, here it is. All right, so here's a post that was also on Truth Social from our president, Donald Trump. So it's GOP lawmaker to run a full-page ad in New York paper urging police to move to Texas. Okay, so Texas is a big deal right now. They're trying to urge them all, even from New York cops, to pack up and move to the Lone Star State. So we're going to pull cards on the whole border issue, all of it. All right. So, but also Texas in general, what is going on there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I have my cards set up too. Here we go. So let's start with Texas, the Lone Star State. Here we go. So I'm just going to do an energetic pull, just energy check on Texas. The people of Texas that live there, not the ones that are crossing the border and coming here illegally, but the ones that live there that love Texas. Like, what is their future? Let's see. All right, new beginnings coming. We have the Fool card. New beginnings, new adventures. So something new coming for Texas. Here we go. It could even be a rebirth, but let's see what else we get. We have the Hierophant. Okay, 5 of Pentacles coming through. Now the 4 of Swords coming through as well. So yeah, there's going to be I feel like it's going to be redone. Things are going to change, yes. But with the 5 of Pentacles, it is showing that people are struggling. And then there's the 4 of Swords as well. So there has been some type of takeover for sure. But it's not going to last for long, I don't feel, because of that Fool card energy. It's Aries energy. It's very strong, very dominant. The Hierophant, going back to old values, the old ways. Yeah, definitely. Connie Phillips, shout out to you. I know you've got Texas on the mind as well. So let's see what else we can get. We have the 8 of Cups, the World card. I feel like there's military action already in place here as well. The World with the Page of Swords. Yeah. So military's coming to my mind. I feel like they're going to act on this. They're going to control the borders very shortly, because the World card is the endings and new beginnings, and we have the 8 of Cups, which is leaving. So a lot of people that are from Texas are actually leaving because of the big deal that's going on there. But then we have resurrection, we have change. I feel military is going to help out with that as well. So looking pretty good for Texas overall for the future. So for those of you that live there. And then Diane Alexander, let's pull up your question. Is Texas the new capital? I know a lot of you were asking me this like a week ago or so. So let's take a look. Is Texas the new capital? Will it be the new capital? Or the new home of the White House, I see in the chat as well. Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. Let's see what else we get. We have the Moon. Temperance in reverse. I feel like that information came out to kind of blow things over or distract. Kind of messed with people's consciousness a little bit too with the Moon card. That Temperance in reverse is a no. The Moon card would be also a no. Knight of Swords, I feel like it really was a deliberate action of information to kind of shift people, to kind of throw them off a little bit. But I would say that that's a no for that one. But good question. I've heard that too. A lot of you have come forward with that. Let's see. Yeah, Joni Stewart. Let's do California as well. Huge border crisis there. And the homeless, huge. I'm sure Texas as well. But California, it's sad. It's very sad to see. But let's take a look. Pulling some cards here. California, will it resurrect? Is California going to change for the better in the near future? Here we go. Three of Pentacles. So it's in progress. Now, Pentacles are slow. It's Earth energy, so it's slow and cautious. Takes a while. Let's see. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords coming out in this one too. So it is a battle. It's like, okay, and this was also mentioned in one of the videos too with Tucker and Joe Rogan, actually. He was mentioning California California. That there's just so much change that it's like it really is a battle. He did bring up spiritual battle of the evil versus the good. And it's been like that for years, but now it is just unbearable. That's where that Five of Wands reminded me of that. So Three of Pentacles, yeah, there's people trying to make a difference and trying to change it. There's very good people, sweet, lighthearted, fun people like all of us in California. Yeah, and they're trying to make a difference. There's Five of Wands and then the Knight of Swords. There's just so many dark, deep elites there that I feel like, unfortunately, they're not all gone. They're not all, the evil is not gone yet from the planet. It's not yet, but it will be. So it's a hard thing to challenge. It's a huge challenge, but they are trying. So the future of California, let's ask, will the future of California be cleaned up? Will it be back to what it once was? Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So it is going to take time, but yes, Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It is a gift from usually the heavens, from our angels. It is definitely going to be changed for the better. So those of you in California, sending you lots of love and light and a lot of courage for what you guys are doing. So thank you for holding the light in my home state. I could not. I could not do it. So that's why I'm in Florida. But yes, thank you for all that you're doing. It is making a difference. You might not notice it yet. That's that Three of Pentacles energy. But in time, yes, there's big changes there. The evil needs to be diminished and gone. All right. So let's take a look. And yes, that's true, PJ. There are parts of California that are heaven on earth. Some beautiful areas for sure. I never blame the land. I just blame the government. No, the land of California and the weather, yes, gorgeous. The pollution, not so gorgeous, though. When you go in the Inland Empire areas, Southern California, lots of pollution, sadness, but it's okay. It should be cleaned up eventually. Let's take a look. I saw something about Florida, so since I am in Florida, let's do it. So Florida, will it be the new home of the White House? Here we go. We got Mar-a-Lago here. We've got our president here. So let's see. Just down the road, actually. Let's take a look. Will Florida be the new home of the White House? Here we go. Seven of Wands. So it is very protected, and that's a protective card. All right, so we have the Sun card. And then also what came out was the Six of Wands. So this is beautiful. So this is a grand slam, just so you know. So the Sun card is a huge yes. It's a very healing energy as well. New beginnings, vibrancy, life, love, all of it. Six of Wands is victory. Seven of Wands, yes, heavily protected for sure. But I am getting a yes. I am getting a yes. And Dragonfly 17, that is true. Military for National Guard's history. That is true. But yes, I love that. So yeah. You know, and when I drive by Mar-a-Lago, I always say there's the White House. And it's true. The cards are saying yes. So I'm taking it. Let's see what else is out there. Frederick Emmerich, you're in the high desert of California. All right. I know that area too. I've gone on some road trips out that way. I grew up in Riverside County. I was born in Fullerton County. And then, I explored a lot. As soon as I knew how to drive, I was everywhere. So, yeah, all the Californians out there, thanks for watching. I know it's early for you. But, yeah, for Florida, for sure. Joni Stewart, right on. Let's see about Minnesota. Minnesota is starting to think you need to move out of there for many reasons. Ooh, okay. Well, let's check Minnesota. General reading from Minnesota. Let's see what's going to happen there in the future of Minnesota. Beautiful picture, too. Love it. Let's see. Ace of Wands. You've got, okay, so the Lovers card, we're asking about a state and a place, geography here. So that would represent the collaborations behind the state, behind where we're asking. So the collaborations meaning the government, the people that are running it. So let's see. It looks like it's going to be cleaned up with the Ace of Wands. But let's see what about those collaborations, negative or positive. Here we go. We have the King of Pentacles. So it's those of authority. Okay. Temperance. I believe you have change coming. You've got the Two of Pentacles. There's balance, transfer. This could also mean right here with the Two of Pentacles. But it's going to be balanced out. So yeah, it might not be the greatest right now, but I do feel like your leadership is going to change for the better. Page of Pentacles is your outcome. So he sets great intention to do good things for himself and for others. So I think you're going to be just fine. But hey, listen to your inner self, your higher self. If you feel like you need to move, well, I know just from being myself, but you need to listen to your higher self because you might have to move for separate reasons. It might be something else, not just about the state or the government, but it could be some other calling that your soul is calling you to move on, to move forward. So don't ever ignore those downloads that you get, for sure. It means something. And we are meant to travel. We are meant to move around. We're not meant to just stay in one place our whole lives. So keep that in mind too. The soul likes to explore, likes adventure. So always keep that in mind. Wow, we're getting a lot of questions here. Connie Murray, welcome. Good morning, both of you. All right, Missouri. What is the energy of Missouri? And you're going to move there. Well, congratulations. So Missouri is a beautiful state. I actually lived there for a month, but it's okay. I loved the place. Okay. So it was near Branson and it was beautiful, but let's take a look. It's got a nice peaceful feeling there. I liked it. So let's see. Congratulations. So the energy of Missouri. Here we go. All right. 5 of Cups in reverse, which is a good sign because 5 of Cups upright for geography type of reading would be kind of like a depressing place to be or slow to change. But we have it in reverse form. So it's an opposite meaning. That means that it's not depressing and it's not going to disappoint you. Okay, so let's take a look. So the energy there is good. It must have changed. There must be something good, that happened to where that's eliminated. People aren't feeling so sad or run down. Then you have the 3 of Cups, celebration energy. So it's high vibrational. It looks like vibrations have changed. The frequency has changed for Missouri. We have the 7 of Pentacles giving us the past. So yeah, that's clear. The past, it has been a little bit down, but now, nope. Beautiful place. There are a lot of spiritual locations there too, the caves and everything. So that's what this is coming in with. The Moon card is about our intuition, our higher self, spirituality. So it looks to me like the high vibration that is there in Missouri right now is going to help raise the vibration of the people spiritually. So it may open you up spiritually as well. So I encourage you guys to get out into nature. Those of you that are in Missouri, really connect with nature right now. That's a big one. So yeah, great energy. Nothing really bad was coming through from Missouri, so that's nice. Let's take a look what else is out there. I saw some more coming through. Colorado. All right, it's a beautiful place too. Let's check Colorado. So it's getting scary over there, huh? Let's see. What is the outcome, the future for Colorado? Here we go. Temperance. Some balance coming in. All right. Well, there you go. You got the angel and the devil there. All right, so there's good and there's bad. But I am feeling with that devil card, it is not the people, it is the government. It is not the beautiful nature, it is the government again. So I have to ask, have the underground things, terrible things, has that all been cleaned out or is it still there? Here we go. We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is our Mr. T card. It is a good, beautiful card. Aries energy, powerful. There is power in place to take down the dark. Let's see. We have the Hermit. It's almost like an undercover type thing that's happening here. So the Hermit, he's Virgo energy, but he hides and he goes within. So secrets that aren't known, things that are not known publicly, are still being cleaned up. So that might be why it's kind of scary still. There could be some of that activity they're still trying to get away with, because the Hermit can also display that, someone kind of being shady or keeping things under wraps that they're doing. So yeah, I feel like they're still cleaning that out. It's gone. I don't think they're doing like the terrible things to the littles, but I do think they're still cleaning up the people, the ones that were running it and the ones that were hired to do other things and plant things. Something about planting something, almost like a demolition, something like that. I don't know. You might be sensing something that may occur. Is something going to occur in Colorado? Because I feel something too. So let's take a look. Is Colorado going to be a target or something? Is there something there that's planted? We have collaboration energy. So I feel like they're trying to stop something from happening. So if those of you in Colorado, if you are sensing like things are getting scary, or there's something like a heavy cloud, a heavy presence there, you're probably just sensing that there's that battle going on. They are trying to stop something from happening. But yeah, interesting for Colorado for sure. Let's see what else is coming through. Thank you for your question as well. That was a good one. Lisa Ray. Okay, you were born in Dallas. Awesome. Very cool. We've got a lot of people here. We've got Texas, California in the house. We've got Oregon here. Let's see this one. Linda Anderson. Is Oregon to be set ablaze? Ooh. Yeah, let's see. I know. Oregon and California, they love to set on fire, don't they? Yep. Let's take a look. You have the Moon card. You're sensing it because it's been the normal thing. It's always happening. It is protected. There's protection in place. Most of them are set. I mean, growing up in California, I caught on. I caught on, and my intuition always would tell me that, oh, that was one that was just set. And there was also one that was proven. It was set by an actual firefighter team. Like, they actually set it off. It's really disgusting. But anyways, back to Oregon here. Yes, I feel like there probably will be. Yes, but it is protected, so they're trying to protect and prevent. But, arson, you can't really. I mean, they can just go do it. And there's the Devil card. So you probably will have some fires. Yes, unfortunately. But there is protection in place. So what we can do is send them light and love and strength to stop it from happening. Let's see what else is out there. We've got Las Vegas in the house. Let's check on Vegas. So I don't think I've pulled on Nevada. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. So Las Vegas, Nevada specifically, Nevada as a whole, everything, the energy around it. What is the energy? What is the outlook for the future? Let's see. We have the Eight of Cups. We have people leaving. You have the King of Swords. And we have the Devil card coming through in this deck. We're in a different deck of cards. I switch them often. So, Nevada, you've got some darkness there. You have people leaving because of how it's being run. Now let's see what else we have coming through here. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Fool card. So the future looks good. Another state that I feel is heavily all about that traffic ing stuff. So I think as that finishes with the cleaning up of all of that, again, I don't feel like it's actually being done still. I don't feel like they're getting away with it anymore, but I do feel that there's a lot of darkness still there. I feel like there's a whole lot of work to do. I mean, they have underground cities, you know, there's whole worlds under there that they've built. So they have to clean all of that out. There's a lot of investigating still going on, but there are people that are leaving. So people that are probably, you know, born and raised or from Nevada in general, I think they're gone. I think they went out. So there's the energy for Vegas, for Nevada as a whole. It still kind of has that darkness there. But the future will be a lot brighter and a lot better when the president is back publicly. Okay? So don't get down about it if your state gets a bad rap. Let's take a look in the chat. Let's see what else we have out there. And I love all the positivity out there for sure. Let's see. Michigan. All right. Michigan, you have chemtrails in the sky this morning. Are they still spraying? And are they dangerous? So let's see. In some areas, they're dangerous. Some areas, they're not. Let's see. For Michigan, beautiful state of Michigan. Let's see. The chemtrails. Are they still spraying it? Is it dangerous? We have the World card, so endings and new beginnings. We have the Four of Swords. Let's see what else we have. I have a good feeling about this. Yeah, Queen of Wands. All right, so I feel very positive that, yeah, they're still spraying, but I don't feel it's any danger to the people. Let's see, what is the spray for exactly? Is this to help the people? Is it to help nature? Is it to manipulate weather? What is it? Let's see. King of Wands and Queen of Wands, both coming out there. Six of Wands. So it's to help, and looks like Seven of Wands to protect. So I feel like to protect nature as well, there's something, it's something good. It's not bad in your area. So Michigan is getting a good review for if you see chemtrails, it's not to be afraid of. You guys have good cards here. So I do believe it's positive. It's not going to hurt the people. So there you go. Good question, though. Very good question. Arkansas, I think I saw in the chat. So let's pull on Arkansas. So for Arkansas, that's another state I've driven through. Very beautiful place. Let's see for Arkansas. All right. Page of Wands. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is connected to old values and humanity and goodness for people. But I do feel there's a new beginning because of the Page of Wands. So I wonder, did they have to clean out? You know, was that another clean out spot? Let's see. The High Priestess, yes. Five of Pentacles. So things are going to get better for the people there that are struggling. Maybe even the homeless there. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Things are turning over. Things are shaping up. Notice how this one keeps coming out too. Different decks, and we get the Seven of Wands. Very protective energy. The people are being protected in these states. So the good guys are looking out. They're trying to clean things up, and a lot of it is under the radar. But it is a yes. So the future with Arkansas is looking good. It looks like there's a lot of cleanups going on still. Now let's pull some more cards. Let's see where else we can go. Let's see, where are we going now? Let's go to North Carolina. Pamela Daly, pull on North Carolina. All right. Let's do it. North Carolina. No way. Just switch the deck. Different deck. Okay. We're getting the Five of Pentacles. Five of Wands. So North Carolina, this may be speaking to those that are, homeless and going through a really rough time. 5 of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, so that's about the young. Let's see where this is going here. 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. There's a lot of healing going on there. 9 of Swords. North Carolina must have been a transport location is what I'm getting. It's a heavy energy because this is kind of dark with the 5 of Pentacles, all of it except for the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Is heavy. Is this a place of transport? Like a hub? The High Priestess. The Tower. Yeah. So North Carolina specifically coming through as a hub, a port where they would do, crazy things with the littles because the Page of Swords came out. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. If you feel some type of heaviness, yes, it's a beautiful place, but this is still going on. And no, I'm not meaning that it's active and they're still hurting the young. I feel like this is active as a mess. It's a tower moment. This is a huge mess that they're cleaning up here to make things right and balance the energies out. Ace of Swords is our success. So it is going to be completely fine again. But wow, there's a lot of healing that needs to go on there. For sure. But thank you for your question. For sure. Alicia Suber, I just looked at Michigan. So Michigan was, I think, a couple polls. Maybe it was the last one, but I just did Michigan. We just did Arkansas, North Carolina. We did California. We did Nevada, Oregon. And that's all I can remember at this point. Let's see, Georgia. Let's go to Georgia. So Georgia, not far from me. So, oh yeah, there's something I wanted to bring up. I didn't put the picture up there. Darn it. But okay, so Florida, I'm going to have to explain it better when I have the actual documentation. But Florida with Georgia, there's a beautiful place in Georgia. I can't remember the name, but it's very connected. It's a spiritual place. Darn it. I wish I would have put the thing up. I don't have it right now, but next show, there's a beautiful collaboration, a spiritual collaboration between Florida and Georgia, and it's gorgeous. But anyways, let's move on. Let's see, what is the future outlook for Georgia? Here we go. We have the Judgment card. That's a card of an awakening, a shakeup, changing things out. We have the Hermit card. Secrets, things under wraps that are going to come out. 9 of Swords. So yeah, there's some heaviness there, and I feel like the people need help there. There's people that need help. So let's see. 9 of Pentacles. They're going to take back their power, though. And that's where Trump was when he went to Chick-fil-A and ordered all the milkshakes and chicken for the people. So that's cool. And then we have the Magician and then the Knight of Pentacles. So good things are coming for the people of Georgia. There's going to be changes. There's secrets coming out about their leadership here. Yep. So things are going to shift. There's been a huge awakening. I think the people are excited. The Judgment card is an excitement, good energy, high vibes. 9 of Swords, that's struggle. That's disappointment. That's feeling, low vibes. The people were in low frequency. But with this Independence and Sovereign card of the 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, that's a messenger of hope, good things to come for the people. So I see positive changes. If it feels heavy right now, it's not going to always be that way. Similar to California, yeah, it's heavy. There's so much darkness there. But it's not forever. Not everything is forever, So we just have to stay positive and try to help each other. And that's why humanity needs to come together. We all need to come together regardless of certain opinions and stuff. Like, just if we could all respect each other and just work together, it would be fine. So I see that. I feel that. That's what our country is going to do, that. Make America great again. It's real. But our president's going to publicly be back and is going to bring people back together, not all against each other. But anyways, I'll take a couple more, and then I'm going to do a poll for the collective. Let's see. Pommy's mommy. Yeah, that's a good one. Niagara Falls between Canada and the U.S. is a very nefarious place. Okay, so let's take a look for Niagara Falls, another gorgeous area. Changing cards. Let's see. Just the energy for the future. 6 of Wands. So in the past, it's been nefarious. Yep. 7 of Cups, but it's no longer. They're working on it. 3 of Pentacles. The Magician. You have to remember all of these underground things, they all kind of run together, and they can do fast traveling as well from point A to point B very, very fast. And they're all connected through the states and to other countries, all of it. Niagara Falls, definitely, with the Magician, that's what's reminding me of it. This was a heavy connector place, I believe, probably for Canada. And then Canada has another connector that goes to a different country as well. So this was a very heavy port hub, I guess you could say. What was the other hub we saw? North Carolina is one as well. So yeah, this was very productive for what they were doing, unfortunately. But it is no longer. It's being cleaned up. 6 of Wands to come out strong, first card. It's not nefarious anymore, but it was. Okay. So very good question, though. Pommy's mommy, appreciate ya. Let's see. I'll take a couple more. I could do this all day, but I do have a reading coming up. Let's see. Connecticut gets left out. Teresa Caputo. So let's take a look at Connecticut. Here we go. Three of Cups. Beautiful energy. 4 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Wow. Probably the prettiest spread that I've seen in a while. Connecticut. So high vibrations. It looks like things are changing quickly for Connecticut. Let's see what else I can get. 3 of Swords. So a healing. Ooh, the devil, but he's in reverse this time. King of Swords. So Connecticut might be actually pretty clean now. Cleaned up. There was fast change. There's union celebration with the 3 of Cups. So yeah, the darkness has been removed. I feel like with the King of Swords, it's removal of those that were in power. Like they're actually like gone, for sure. So I would say Connecticut, you probably have the best poll that we've seen this morning. Very good. Fast changes have happened there. So the future's looking good for those of you that are from Connecticut or moving to. Beautiful place as well. Very pretty. Let's see what else comes in here in the chat. And I'll do a collective poll very soon. Yep, that's very true. That's what I believe, Arkansas nationalists. I believe that as well, that they are very healing. Now, there have been some areas that I polled on that when I was actually there and it didn't come through as healing, but that was months ago. So hopefully they're all cleaned up. And let's see, New Mexico. Let's try there. I don't think I've ever pulled on New Mexico, but let's take a look. Another gorgeous place, gorgeous sunsets, sunrises. So New Mexico, what is the future outlook for New Mexico? Here we go. Five of Swords. There's manipulation there. 5 of Pentacles. But you see, you have 2 5s. So 5s in numerology is change. No way. You're getting 5 of Wands too. So for New Mexico, you clearly have an angel number. It's 555 right here screaming at us. So beautiful changes to come because of the conflicts, the manipulations, holding back the people, keeping them down, suppressing them. It's all going to change. 555, that's real. Like, how often do you pull 3 cards that are 555? Not very often. Nope. Here we go. 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords in reverse. So freedom for the people. So it looks to me like they've been doing a lot of, like I said, suppression, but there's a sense of freedom here now for the people. 6 of Swords moving out of the dark into the light. So I think leadership probably changed. Someone that was in control is changing. So very good. Very good. Connie, I can't help but notice this. That is correct. I have pulled many cards on this matter, and he is not. Phil G is not related to Kennedy. That is true. So personal readings, I get asked this. I would say past 3 weeks, I've been asked this probably over 20 times. But yeah, no, he is not. It's consistent with the cards as well. Adam Bailey, I did do Missouri, but let's pull on Ozarks specifically. That is a very high vibrational place. When I was there, it was back in 2022, the beginning of 2022, 2021. But very good energy. But let's check on it now for the Ozarks. Beautiful area. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. So new beginnings. Something's changed there. 6 of Swords. Justice card. Things are good. I mean, you've got balance here and justice. 2 of Cups. So there's good collaboration energy. It's positive. And then the Fool card. So Ozarks, beautiful spread here. It was very gorgeous there too. Just high vibrational, spiritual, nice place. But yeah, I don't sense anything going on there nefarious. No. Now in the past, I wonder though. In the past, was there nefarious energy in the Ozarks? Let's see. Three of Cups. So in the past it was, but not anymore. There's been a great healing. I love how that just unrolls and it confirms what I felt there. So 3 of Cups is celebration over the healing of that area, that place. So very good. I'm glad you brought that up because that's a very different area of Missouri, guys. The Ozarks for sure. All right. So let's see what else is in the chat there. I appreciate all the love out there as well that you guys are throwing out there. Thank you. Let's see. This is just so fun. I could really just keep doing this all day as a marathon. Let's see. Looking for more in the chat. I know we could do every state and all the countries, and it would take a long time. We did Arkansas. We did a lot of them. So I'll take one more. One more. I think I'm going to do Maine. Yep, I haven't pulled on Maine. So we'll do Maine and then a collective reading. And we'll continue doing this every week as well because it's good to check up on our locations. All right, so the state of Maine. Let's see. What is the energy? What is the future outlook for Maine? Here we go. Wow, the Star card. Haven't seen that one all morning. Beautiful energy. It's a rebirth energy. It's very loving. It's healing. It's humanitarian. It's Aquarius. It's air energy. So let's see what else comes through. 9 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. So Maine is looking very sharp at this time. I think there was a rebirth there. I think it's been cleaned out, cleaned up. Let's see about their leadership. Where's it headed? King of Cups energy, emotional fulfillment, stability. So the people of Maine, you're going to find more stability coming soon. Devil in reverse showing up. King of Swords. So King of Swords, Devil in reverse. I think someone that was very dark was removed, permanently removed from having any power in Maine. So looking good. Yep. Positive review for Maine. I like it. Thank you for your question. All All right, so now I'm going to do a collective poll for all of us. What do we need to know for April 25th, 2024? And just so you guys know, if you're new here and you're like, how do I book a personal reading? Because that's what I do. I love to meet with you guys, but I also love to do those express readings. So those are only 50. I'll put a little banner at the bottom. So those are only 50. You send in 4 questions and I make you a custom video. Or there's also for 144. It's special price right now for the one-on-one Zooms where we meet each other, hang out for an hour, and pull cards. So that's a lot of fun too. And also, before I get started on the card pull, don't forget to go and visit Ascent Nutrition every morning, every show, even my afternoon shows. They're all powered by Ascent Coffee and Ascent Nutrition. So don't forget, and under shop on my website at arcanashores.net, if you click on shop, it takes you right there using my links to order. So it's pretty fun. So don't forget that. And let's see, we're going to go back. Stop sharing. And here we go. So let's pull cards. I'm going to use the beautiful gold cards. What is the message that all of us need to know? April 25th, 2024. Wow, I like it. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the High Priestess. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. We've got the Fool card. Hopefully you guys could see them. Okay. And then we also have the Hierophant. So this is really powerful. I like it. There's a few things in here I want to highlight. Number 1, that Fool card. Whoever's out there that needs to take a leap of faith, if you're unsure about something, you need to go for it. I feel like that's the big deal about this whole reading right here. Whatever it is that we're faced with, if there's fear or worry or doubt, stop it. That's your ego talking. That's not your higher self. Your higher self is like your cheerleader, like wants you to do good, wants you to pull through, whatever it may be. Ace of Swords, first card that came out. So that's about our truth, our inner truth, being true to yourself. It's not about what everybody else wants. It's what you want. The High Priestess being their second card that came out. So the High Priestess is very connected. It's your higher self. So Spirit's trying to tell us all right now, continue listening to your higher self, not that ego. 2 of Pentacles, that wishy-washy, I don't know kind of feeling. Stop doing that. Whatever you're trying to decide. Because we've got the Queen of Swords next that came through after that unbalanced, wishy-washy, questioning yourself attitude. So whoever needs to hear this, stop doing that. Stop questioning it. And hey, I do it. I'm human too. I do it as well. But remember that you're a supernatural human. You have so many abilities. We've been so suppressed all these years. Our consciousness has been suppressed and tried to brainwash us all those years through school, and which is nonsense, and all of it, medical system, everything. So you got to remember that you are not just a human being. You are a supernatural being. We have these beautiful gifts that it's all built in with us. So your consciousness, listen to it, not that ego. The ego is what they trained us to believe all the time. Just like suppression and ego is basically the same thing, but also programming the people, all of us, to think that you've got to go to school, you've got to get married, have a family, have the house with the little white picket fence, and awesome cars, and all of it, just all of it. That's all a bunch of bull. You don't have to do that. We are magical, yes, Connie. So focus in on your inner truth. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing or what you've always been taught to do or what your mom or your dad says. Nope, it's what you say. You are your own being, your own self, you're sovereign. So The High Priestess, listen to your higher self. Two of Pentacles, get rid of the wishy-washy questioning yourself. We're moving up to the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords does not mess around. Similar to the Queen of Wands, if you're a man, King of Wands, King of Swords, that is you. So that is setting boundaries. That's not allowing others in your energetic field that may put you down or not, cheer you on for things that you want to do in your life. So Queen of Swords, set those boundaries, maybe even cut people out. We talk about this all the time, but this is something that you're going to have to deal with throughout life because there's different variations of people on different frequencies and different consciousness. So Queen of Swords is huge. We're always going to be in that. We're going to have to always set some boundaries with certain individuals. The Fool card. This is what the whole reading is trying to really speak to whoever needs to hear this. There's someone out there that really needs to take charge and believe in themselves finally and just go for it. If it's about starting a business, if it's about, for some, the Fool card sometimes represents a relationship, taking it to the next level because maybe you were afraid before, but maybe spirit keeps nagging at you and says, come on, why are you so afraid? Open up. So the Fool card, it could mean whatever it means to you. If it's about career, love, family issues, friend issues, whatever it may be, a project, business, take that leap of faith. Moving, maybe you need to move. Just like we had a comment earlier in the chat that someone wants to move, maybe you should. If you feel a calling, if your soul is calling you to do something, really go within, take time to yourself, have that alone time and really focus on it. It's like a consultation with yourself, but you will find the answer. And then the Hierophant, connected to the Fool card of taking that leap of faith, that Hierophant, that is your old wise soul. Most of us here, especially if you're here watching this, you're an old soul. You've lived many, many lifetimes. So that's what you need to connect with, is your inner peace, your inner knowing, your inner self, your higher self. So you know the answers. You don't need a reader. You don't need anybody to tell you anything. You just need you to tell you. You need to speak with yourself. So the Hierophant, this is a huge reading here for, what is it, April 25th, 2024. Retrograde's over. Everything's gone direct. So now we're talking business here. Get straight with yourself. Listen to your inner truth and follow that. It's really not that hard when we think about it, when we put it in those terms. It's really not that hard. We can do this. So that is the biggest message for today. Listen to yourself, because you're the only one that can make these choices. You're the only one that knows the answers. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And remember, arcanashores.net. That's where you'll find to schedule any kind of reading. But I will see you guys later at 4 o'clock. AC Layton coming on in the house. It's going to be a great show. I'm very excited. Now, I chose AC, just so you know. I chose him because I met him when I first started. So right when I had the shout out by beautiful Queen of Ravens, Janine. So when I had that shout out, shortly after, I had to go full time and pull cards full time. So I met AC Layton through a Zoom, and we've been very good friends. He's such a sweet man, and he's done so much in his life, has a great story to share. So don't miss it. It's at 4 o'clock today. It's going to be beautiful. But anyways, you guys have an awesome day until then, and see you then. Bye.